Good afternoon and welcome aboard. This is the Sunset Safari on this Monday afternoon here on Safari Live, and you are with me currently live at Eco Training, and we've made our way to a waterhole, and just as we stopped here, this kingfisher appeared, and this would be one of our resident kingfishers, meaning they don't migrate. It's called a brown hooded kingfisher. One thing about those kingfishers is that quite a number of them, not all of them, but a number of them have that electric blue coloration there in some parts. This one only on the little back part there. Hi everybody, my name is Chris Erasmus, and with me, camera up here is Owen Dell, OD as is known. Back down at Juma, we'll have Cedric and Hartberger, as well as Tessa and BK. It doesn't seem to be that productive, other than nice birds. We will move around a bit, maybe go to another water hole. We got a bit of a standoff between the lapwing and the plover there. These little three bandits are little Jack Russells. They they like to pick a fight with some of the bigger birds. What's that? Is that a flycatcher, or is that a drongo? That might actually be a flycatcher. That's what I like about the waterhole. If you spend enough time out in the waterhole, you tend to see some very interesting things, like this big reptile coming around with its muscular long tail, clearly foraging for food. Now, this is a monitor lizard, or a leguan. I'm going to give you guys an easy one now. My question, let's see who can get it right. What type of monitor lizard is this? So this is a rock monitor, or white-throated monitor, rock leguan. Whereas the water monitor, Nile monitor, water leguan, Nile leguan. So this is in fact Laura Cam says I threw her off there earlier. Yes, now I just like to fool around sometimes. Yeah, so this is a rock monitor. One of our lesser seen rollers. I won't say uncommon, just lesser seen. And that would be the purple roller. Not as colorful as the lilac breast, the more common ones. And obviously in summer we've got the Eurasian rollers here. However, this one is one of my favorite ones. It's the largest of our rollers here. Hence the Afrikaans name, the groot troupant. Troupant being the Afrikaans name for rollers. And within the South African context, they occur mainly in the northern parts. So it's throughout most of the bushveld regions, the bushveld savanna regions of the northwest, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, down into Swaziland, southern Mozambique, as well as the bushveld regions of northern KwaZulu-Natal. Then they extend into the Kalahari, further north towards the woodlands and savannas further north.
It is very possibly the smallest blacksmith lapwing chick I've ever seen. The others I've seen when they've been a few days old. This one we think is about a day old. It is still so wobbly and clumsy, and it's hiding underneath mom, underneath the wings there, tucked in safely between some piles of elephant dung. A teeny weeny little fluff ball. I somehow drove right underneath these two battaliers and didn't see them. BK did though. luckily. So, Battaliers for everybody. They look completely different. A juvenile on the left and an adult on the right. Looks like an adult female. I can see some very white feathers sticking out on the wing. And I'm guessing this is part of Batavia and her family. If you don't know who Batavia is, the juvenile Battalier was named Batavia by one of our viewers, and it caught on. So that's Batavia. Hello, Batavia, with the green beak and the very brown feathers that are looking a bit scraggly in the wind. Very interesting looking. Even more interesting than that, we think this is Batavia. It might not be, because we've just spotted another juvenile Battalier that's behind us that we can't show you. Exactly the same colors and about the same size. So it turns out we have 2 young Battaliers in the area. I don't know if the other one's just being social and coming to investigate our family of Battaliers here. But either way, I think it's quite fascinating that they're all tolerating each other. Now, it's normal for this juvenile to be with the adult because they are related. If it is the same family we are talking about, this family includes this young one, which is Batavia, an older brother, and then mom and dad. We are so excited. We've been waiting for the elephants to come to the waterhole. They've just started arriving, but there's a fish eagle perched above this tiny little waterhole, watching the elephants with a very skeptical eye. Oh, how dare you come to my waterhole where I'm fishing? Unacceptable. This is the closest I've been to a fish eagle in a long while, and the elephants are walking up to it now as well. So it's not perched that high above the ground. In fact, an adult elephant will be able to reach its trunk up and grab it if it wanted to. Not that I think it would. But it's not that high up above the elephants. This is a sighting I've never had before. A fish eagle and elephants. I wonder if the fish eagle would take advantage of the elephants disturbing the water to hunt. I think that little one might be smelling the fish eagle. Or is it trying to... Oh, it's trying to get branches. I wonder if it can see it. It should be able to. Hello, little one. Look at your spot pattern coming out. Very curious hyena cub. It is that time of the day when hyenas are getting active. I think this little one is waiting for mom. Yes, playful and waiting for mom. You are getting very bold, little one. There is no one at this den, and yet you are out and about. I know everybody wants to stay here for the rest of the hour, but we actually can't, and I won't, because mom isn't here.
He's still sitting here with the red-crested Quran. It's busy preening itself now, cleaning its feathers. I hear another one calling. There's one calling in the distance, so we are waiting here very, very patiently, hoping that this red-crested Quran gives us a bit of a display, which would be fantastic. But just those feathers on the bottom of its neck areas look so soft, look so fluffy. They're actually a very pretty bird, very pretty. I mean, even the markings on the side, like little arrowheads. Oh, here we go. Now fly. Fly. But it is quite pretty. Actually nice to see the little tongue as well. We're almost looking right down its throat when it's calling like that. Well, tomorrow morning is another morning, and tomorrow morning, of course, Taylor will be joining. With Taylor and Tess out on drive tomorrow morning. I will be doing some admin, some maintenance, and just making sure that the camp area is protected from any predators. You know, I'll be making sure that I am patrolling. No, I'm just joking, but I'll be around doing stuff. But yes, thanks so much for all the comments and all the questions this evening. We do really appreciate it. And I think we had a wonderful evening. I think we had some amazing questions. And yes, well, we're going to end off with a beautiful zebra or two for the evening, for the last few seconds. And make sure that you do join us, of course, for tomorrow morning's sunrise safari. It's going to be fantastic. I'm sure Taylor and Tess is going to be showing you, and Chris, and Chris will be showing you amazing things out here in this beautiful African bush of ours. So yes, let's cross fingers, hold thumbs, get some dogs, some cats, and some interesting stories from everybody, as always. But yes, from these beautiful striped animals, the zebras, from Gert, from the rest of the Wild Earth team, and from myself, have a wonderful evening. Good night.